Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Metroid Prime 4. This is episode 8, I believe. In our previous episode, we got deep into this whole ice belt area. We managed to make our way all the way down and turn on the generator, which has unfortunately woken up all these guys that were in cryopods. So we are now a little bit under siege from them, but working our way back to the facility. With power on, we can get into a lot of places and do a lot of stuff we couldn't before. Okay, now we do have a choice here, which is interesting because I don't see the point of the choice. Onwards and upwards. We did get visual confirmation that the Grieve here are, they are, a corrupted Horn, which we suspected anyway, just based on their design. So, a big surprise there, but good to get confirmation.
Samus, do you copy? I got red dots on my radar.
Okay. Aren't you a sniper? Red dots on your radar should be like... Okay. Also, side note, right just then, it looked like we had enemies fighting enemies, which is one of my favorite things in video games. I love it when there's like sub-factions. Alright, is there anything in here that we couldn't do before? I don't think so. I think we managed to clear this area out pretty well. There's a door that still counts as frozen up and locked because we didn't open it from the other side, but I don't see a need to go in there. There is a bunch of scanning we could do now. But it's all like, this is on, but the thing that it is looking at is frozen, or broken, or down. I don't feel a whole lot of need to go scan those, you know? Feels like a place where I would put a morph ball puzzle. Seeing one.
They're coming for me.
Okay.
Going off
Shoot
pop.
them.
Meet you upstairs.
Trust it. I should have trusted it. Okay. Alright, fun. A little bit of Sonic spinball here. made with that reference. Alternatively, we could say a little bit of Yoku's Island Express.
Samus, you made it. Let's take care of this. They're coming with us.
He's down here. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Got one.
Quickly.
I'm down.
It's really interesting that we can heal him like that. That took a lot of the urgency out of us.
Solid work, Samus. Power's back online. Feels like the heat is too. Might be what's drawing those strange creatures.
His design is very
We'll be able to
Master
use
Chief.
that elevator now. It'll give you access to the deepest level. I'll hang back and try to open the gate from up here. The rest is up to you.
Yoki? That wasn't bad. Him going down, obviously not ideal, but being able to just pick him up does make things pretty tolerable. Alright, you still can't get into. And it's interesting that that fight was so, like, we weren't in any danger. That was purely him that was in peril. Put me on down. Let's see what we're dealing with. Straight into a boss fight, or is this going to be new explorable space? Elevator. Can't decide if that. I think that means it's more likely to be new space or straight into a boss fight. Little aperture. Currently offline. Field vehicle, controls are inoperable. Station. Else in the room. Lock unit, electric. Oh, my theory about getting the electric from this boss is starting to feel more and more plausible. Completely frozen. Home surveillance system B.
Huh. I tried to open that gate, but it won't respond. See anything?
Quarantine chamber for dangerous bioforms. The entry gate is secured with 2 clamps. Once the clamps are manually released, the gate can be opened by 2 staff simultaneously operating as control terminals or remotely from the control room. Well, how handy. Alright, let's figure out this clamp.
That did the trick. Opening now. Happy hunting.
It's really funny having this big door that leads immediately to this little door. Before we go, shot expansion. Sure. What do we think? Are we gonna fight wolves? Terminal also keeps the backup. Food for supplies and staff. The lifts have been removed. Reinstallation still pending. Railing for guiding or lift. Analysis implies that it moves and grooves inside. Railing forms a U-shaped slope. Does that U-shaped slope? That kind of makes me think boost ball. Whoa. Okay, well that's clearly the boss. Very pretty ice textures here. Wow. This feels like a Zelda boss. Keratos, giant Singulata like? Don't know that word. Singulata. Metroid Fusion has altered its body composition, leaving its core completely exposed. Doesn't feel like it. slowly track the target and collapse on contact, dealing freezing damage. Hoping I could just sidestep that, but I was wrong. window for that is not large. Shit. I beefed it. By now. don't know why we were focused on the leg there, but whatever, we got there in the end. But the ads dropping health definitely like saved that fight for us. Pretty. Boost ball? Psychic boost ball enables the morph ball to generate rotational momentum, which can then be unleashed as a surge of speed. That tracks for that boss, since it was, you know, trying to roll into us like a Koran. Boosting while on a half-pipe terrain can generate momentum to launch higher. It can also be used to power a spinner or for traveling on a materialized psychic boost rail. Open the menu with minus. I appreciate that framed behind us was the U of what we would use it on. Oh, that's fun. Spinner for activating a sacred shrine. Fast moving sphere moving inside the loop can easily turn the rotating switch, which operates the pedestal. Interesting that left bumper can also be used in addition to B. Very cool. Master teleport key, yep. Total of 5 keys must be collected. Alright. I'm real glad that we found that extra, that extra health tank that we almost missed. That fight probably would have had to be redone if we hadn't.
I'll meet you up top.
Nothing in here that I think we need to worry about. Alright, now we can activate this. We can't do this, so that end marker. I don't think we can save. I think the game's gonna give it go pretty easy on us for a little bit now. You headed back to base camp, or you staying here?
Looks like you got what you came for. A message came through the station radio while you were gone. Somebody named Specialist Mackenzie. He sent over the coordinates for base camp, so I'll be on my way soon. Now, I've been on a lot of missions. This has always protected me. May Solon light your path. You go on ahead. There's a healing pod up here, and I'll be as good as new in no time.
Solon. I mean, obviously, phonetically similar to solar, or soul. Same as gonna find religion? Yeah, that tracks. That's the one. Get in, and presumably he'll take the thingies. Okay. Alright. Well, I'll be glad to get out of this nice area. In real life, it is currently slated to have like the biggest snow we've seen in forever. So I'm a little I'm ready to be done with snow. Cool. Fun. Alright, so that just lets us skip over all that. Okay. There was... It was all spider ball track stuff. I don't think there was a boost ball section down in the labs that we could deal with. Okay. We're very, very glowy, so let's find out what's up with you. That was not what I meant to do. This. Okay. Crunch. That is so specific. Circuitry from the Crybot schooling systems protect safely removed. Ice chip. Ah, alright. So head back to base camp is the takeaway there. That's interesting that this is just on our path on our way out. I feel a little cheated by that, to be honest. Like we've gotten boost ball and we've gotten grapple that we haven't used out here. Feels like we barely had time to use the tools that we've found, and now we've already got the next thing to unlock the next bit. I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to fault a game for giving you upgrades quickly. Like, you know, keeping that at a pretty tight pace, but I don't know. We've not had a chance to use Boost Ball hardly at all, and we've not had a chance to use Grapple outside of the area that we got it. Alright, send me on back down. Load your skybox. I think that there's a grapple bit just like right over here. Yeah. And I keep saying grapple, but what I actually mean is lasso, because that's what we've actually got. Which I guess is probably why they've given us the ice chip already, because the lasso really can't be used in that many places. Alright, let's... Alright, this is boost, but we have to have grapple, I think, in order to even get over here. that I hadn't scanned that. Camera, look at where I want you to look.
Congratulations, you got another teleporter key. Since he's left, and it looks like you found more Laporte technology in Ice Belt. I might be able to help you. Can you bring it back to base camp? By the way, I saw the data you acquired. I can't believe the Grievers used to be Laporte.
Wow, they're being very explicit, I feel like. Yeah, I know. I know where he is, game. Did you not understand what you saw with that cutscene? Nice. What I want to go to is this one. So I think sort of generally that way. And I know that the game's gonna be like, did you know that you can go back and build the chip? And I'm gonna make me salty, and it's gonna be fine. This one, I guess. Nice. Thereabouts. Electric. All right. We're getting there. It's taking a little bit of doing. I cut way too early. I'm sure the game will tell me when to get that part. It'll probably not leave me alone about it, honestly. So I don't need to dive into that early. Alright, let's get the ice chip so that we can then get through the lava falls. This last so far? I don't think so. Could be misremembering, but thanks. Oh. Right. And fire. Be interested to know, like, what of those loading screens is most of the time going to. Like, is it just textures? Is it decompressing stuff? I don't think it would be sound. Sound's
Welcome
probably
back,
streamed.
Come on, show me what you found in Icebelt.
There you go.
Hey, let's take a look. Okay. Dude. Hello, friend. Okay. Analysis first. Oh, this is fascinating. It looks like this program inverts the energy emitted from the device. That means if I reprogram this and set it into your arm cannon, you should be able to use a new shot type.
I'm assuming that fire shots and ice shots are going to be shared inventory. I could be wrong. Ice shot acquired? Yep. Icy projectiles, one shot ammo? Yep. Alright, up on the D-pad. Got it.
Now you can use Ice Shot. It temporarily freezes the target when hit. You can freeze living organisms to stop their movement. And you should be able to use it on high temperature objects like magma to freeze it for a short period of time by lowering its surface temperature. If you find anything else, bring it into me. I'm sure I can turn it into something useful. Freeze them all up with Ice Shot.
Deposit our stuff. We might have enough for that first section. I'm hoping this is like a Hey, here's a health tank. Psychic beam upgrade acquired. Psychic beams now travel faster and are more damaging. Hey, I actually talked about this in my Metroid Prime series, that I was surprised that we never got a direct upgrade to the beams themselves. So I'm kind of glad to see this. Travels faster, does more damage. It's essentially a nail upgrade.
Hey, welcome back.
Alright, is there anything in here that I think I need to do by hand? Not really. Should be able to get into another part of this little puzzle room up here, I think. Oh yeah, that's definitely doing more damage. I appreciate them giving us something to use it on so quickly. Weird the way that this locked onto that. It feels weird. Platform from porous rocks to create little mass at the top of the spout. The spout will rise as the water pushes up from the spout. Okay. Freezing of flowing water is precisely how one's first steps are taken. Remember this. Like a river that flows along the land, water travels within living things, bestowing its life-giving moisture. With psychic moat sockets, water is sourced beneath the temple. When a moat is socketed, its water spout at a fixed pressure. Alright. Freezing the water carried, and all who live will blow out the candle of life. Do not forget this. And understand this: you who command the power of ice, to steal heat from every object of the world is an act to bring about stillness. Okay. Expansion. Cool. So, I'm assuming... Yeah. Well, it's simpler than I expected it to be. I was expecting to have to like juggle it back and forth a few times in order to you know, raise up to the elevation we needed. Yep, alright. So once we get electric, we'll come back. But for now, I am happy to have 10 more shots. Right, there we go. And like magic, you're here. Wonders of editing. You know what, I actually am going to recheck down there, because I just don't remember if maybe there was something down there and I have forgotten. There sure was. Straight up an inventory check? Oof. That could have been useful before. I mean, not really. The one time we actually like used up our inventory of stuff, it was for a scripted loss, so... Okay, cool. I'll take that. Still, it would have been a good peace of mind for when we were in the boss, you know. I'd be interested to know if enemy drops are taking player inventory into account at all. A lot of games will do that, where they look at your missiles or whatever, and they say, hey, you're basically full of this, so instead of giving you more missiles, I'm just going to give you more money, or whatever. Obviously, this game doesn't have a currency, so it can't be money, but I could definitely see this game maybe weighting the odds of what an enemy drops based on, hey, they've got lots of missiles, but absolutely no shot. Let me give them some shot. Alright, Marauder, and I actually wanted to see it. Because you turned her away. I hear a noise. There you are. There we go. Were you ice? Mech part. Alright. Thunder blocker. Thunder blocker. It was up here. Alright. Oh, my angle was pretty good there. Now I'm super curious, like, does additional green stuff lead to more psychic beam upgrades or other kinds of upgrades? You going either way. Oh, thank you, Marauders. Want to do like a little mini dungeon. Okay. Same atrium we've seen before. Gyroscopic. Oh. Was not expecting that to just power on by itself like that. Ooh, what are you? Alright, gyroscopes. Wait. I'm not going to be successful. do. Lift activated. Alright. Lift me on down. The way that the green light appears, it can be kind of easy to, like, it sort of looks a lot like how a lot of games will do, like, a red effect for when you're taking damage. But it's kind of easy to misinterpret what's happening to you. Be like, oh no, I've wrecked myself. Alright. Super fire shot, significantly amplified over the charged fire shot. Requires more ammo to use. It launches a large number of burning rounds at enemies. Interesting that we needed a ice thing in order to do that. Also fun that they hid this here. I'm assuming. Oh, okay. Maybe we have to pick this up and then it'll open. Penetrative. Interesting that they highlighted that word. Famous do not automatic touchy. That's clearly a thing. Interesting that it's not scannable. Didn't work. Alright. There's clearly something more going on here. Ooh, what are you? Very sneaky game. I approve. Very sneaky indeed. I'm always scanning these things just because I'm like, you know, maybe it's something that I think looks like something else, but is actually something other than what I think it is, and then I'll be kicking myself for not realizing. Come on. Catch it. Cool. That was a fun little one. I liked that. Don't love the way that the camera will, like, look at what you're locked onto. Like, I realize that sounds like a fairly crazy thing to say, but, like, when you're driving at however fast we're driving, having the camera, like, look beside you. Yes, I know, Mackenzie.
I believe upgrading the Viola suit allows you to unlock additional functions of the Viola. Want to try visiting the torch?
They're actually telling me explicitly to go to Volt Forge and not the volcano. I'm a little surprised by that. Huh. Sure, I'll go the way that they want me to. In the interests of... Actually, no. You know what? I'm going to be obstinate. My next plan was to go to the volcano because we've got the ice ability. We can freeze ice stuff. I'm going to ignore the game telling me where I need to actually go. I'm going to go where I was interested in going. Even though I'm confident that what's going to happen is I'm going to come here, we'll be able to open like one door, and then we won't be able to continue further. This feels more authentic, you know? Plus, I'd forgotten about these. Bonk. Now we can finally scanned and dealt with. Viewers had harsh environments. The Lamorn sought to ease the suffering and bring prosperity to the flora and fauna. In the volcano, we discovered green energy. We were able to refine and use to shower the land, and trigger an explosion of flora and fauna growth. Oh. There was a tragedy we did not foresee. We were hunted to the brink of extinction. Nowhere else to hide. Alas, surviving 13 Lamorn took refuge in Chrono Tower, we sought our last remaining hope and deciphered the prophecy again. We learned that you are the Lamorn's last hope. You are the only one who can put them to rest. Alright, lore! I was expecting something more tangible, like that. Large shot expansion. We are now doing pretty good on the shot capacity front. Exciting. Why are you red? Because of these enemies here? Yes. So, tell you guys what? I kind of think let's end the episode here. Next episode we'll pick up with me continuing this little stubborn exploration bit before we go on to Volt Forge. So, yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye!